What is going on, everyone? Oh, shucks. I put this protector in front and it does not look good. Oh, shucks. This protector makes it look a little way off, but I'm gonna leave it on there just in case. Max Force, what's going on? Port King, what's going on? Port King, Art Gonzalez, what's going on, man? Hey, so let me let me uh let me get into this video real quick before I start saying what's up to everybody that's in the neighborhood. So I was having a conversation with this older guy yesterday or the day before, and we were talking politics and uh how the rich hardly pay any taxes, if any, and how the poor pay more taxes nowadays. So I was trying to explain to him, why it is that your camera's a little blurry. I don't think it's the camera, bro. I think it's this dumb screen that I just bought this screen right here. How's that? How's that, Cholo? Does that make it look better? Or are you just clowning me? Is that better? That's better. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, cool. So, anyways, I was talking to this older guy, and we were chopping it up, and we're talking politics and all that good stuff about you know um, why the rich don't pay and the poor pay more. All right, so um, when we first started with our first truck, um, I claimed all my deductions, and I hardly paid. I hardly paid. Um, I was a one man army. I was leased on to a company, and I hardly paid. You know, Once I started growing, um, my partner in Accurate, he guided me to the right tax person, and he's seen me growing with him, so he said, you know what, you need to learn how to do your taxes. You need to go talk to somebody about doing taxes because now your taxes are going to look way out there, regardless whether the money's in your bank or not. They're still going to look way out there, because um if you guys don't know, in the trucking industry, money comes in, and as fast as it comes in, it goes out. For a numerous of reasons. You got to pay drivers, you got to pay benefits, you have to pay the notes on the trucks, you have to pay diesel, especially diesel. Diesel's the one that takes most of the money. So I said, okay, I need to go talk to this tax person, so that's what I'm gonna do. So, same example I've given a few times. When you are doing your taxes, and you are, say, for instance, a corporation, LLC, what have you, um, you have your corporation, your company, and you have yourself. And the way the IRS looks at it is, this corporation has to be ran by a human being, which is going to be you. So if you don't file taxes on yourself, not the company, on yourself, the IRS is going to frown upon that. So they're going to audit you. So this is my thing. Okay. So the company, say for instance, the company, let me put it to you this way. The company is getting paid through either quick pay or a factoring company. Okay. So say once a week, this company uh, account is having, say, $3,000. Okay, once a month. So you mean to tell me, you as the individual is going to claim $3,000 a week? Is that what you're making? Because you're not making it. The company is making it. So this is where it gets fancy, where it gets tricky for some people, you know. You did not make the 3,000. The company made the 3,000. So it's up to the company to pay you on a weekly basis. So how much are you going to pay yourself? That is the big question. Are you going to claim the $3,000? That's where you're going to go poor. That's where you're going to get jammed up with the IRS. The IRS, California, they don't care what it is that you claim as long as you claim something. They want to see you put into their system once a week. So, once a week, I pay myself $600, which is the minimum wage. Because in reality, what is it that I do? You know, sit in front of that computer and book freight. That's what I do. Am I worth more for sitting in front of the computer? No. So that's what I pay myself a week. All right. The company might be making $3,000 a week, but the company's only paying me minimum wage, which is $600. That's it. That money, that $3,000 that the company made, is still sitting right there on that account. I can use it as I wish. Who has control over that money? I am the company. Am I correct? So the money's not going anywhere. The money is still there in that account. All right, that's point one. Keep that in mind. Very important. Pay yourself a minimum wage. Don't care how much that company is raking in a week, a month. Pay yourself minimum wage. Okay. Now, some people might ask, how can I do that? Who can I go to do it? All right. Excuse me. There's a few ways that you can do it. You can go hire somebody to do payroll for you, which is, I think, for me, it's a waste of money. You know, it's a total waste of money for you to do that. Or you can go do QuickBooks. QuickBooks does it automatically for you. I pay myself once a month, but once a week, that's what I pay myself, $600. So once a month is 2,400. So they take the taxes off the 2,400 once a month. And I do it through QuickBooks. That's another way that you can do it. Or whoever does your taxes 9 out of 10 times, they also do payroll. All right. So you can do it like that. You can hire somebody to do payroll. You can do it with QuickBooks. QuickBooks, you just have to get on the phone, call them up, and they will walk you through the whole process. The process takes about, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes. But you don't have to do nothing after that. As long as you set that up to be done bi-weekly, monthly, weekly, whatever it is that you want. I think monthly is the best, but that's just me. As long as you set it up that first time, you don't have to push buttons no more. You don't have to go into the system no more and see if they took it out, because you'll get a notification on your phone that, the money was withdrawn and the rest of that money was put in your personal account. So QuickBooks does it automatically, where they deduct it from your business account. They transfer it over to your personal account. If you need that money, you can transfer it right over to your business account. No big deal. So hire payroll, do it through QuickBooks, or have your tax person do it for you. Easy, not a problem. Okay, but keep that in mind, guys. If the company's making $3,000 a week, you, the individual, is not going to claim $3,000 a week. That is just ridiculous. Okay. Uh, Another thing I wanted to bring up. Do you guys know if you borrow money, you are not being taxed for? You don't claim that on your taxes. So if you go to the bank right now, or yeah, say for instance, you go to the bank and you ask for a personal loan, and right now the banks are giving out loans like crazy. You ask for a personal loan. Do you guys know you don't have to pay taxes on that because it's a loan? The only thing that you're going to pay on that is the interest rate. That's it. So I've always said I'm not going to play with my money. I'm always going to play with somebody else's money. Am I correct? That's the way it works for me. It might not work for everybody else, but it works for me. So me playing with somebody else's money is the best way for me. So why can't I do this? Why can't I go borrow, say for instance, $50,000 from the bank tomorrow? Grab all that 50,000 and put it in some kind of stock. Put it in some kind of mutual fund. Why can't I do that? I know the market's crazy right now, but it's just a figure of speech that I'm giving you guys. Why can't I do that? I'm gonna pay that loan on a monthly basis. Yes, I know. But can you imagine what that $50,000 is gonna grow out to be? It's gonna grow pretty big, especially if I put it on a SP 500. It's gonna grow. So for all you 401ks, it's a crappy investment. So why can't you do that? So he's telling me, poor people are paying more taxes than the rich. Is that a loophole? Is that illegal? It's not illegal. All of that is legal. Poor people pay more taxes because they want to work for a company. They want the benefits. They want the company to set up their benefits where you can set up your own benefits at a cheaper rate with the same kind of doctors and clinics. Why? Why is that, you ask yourself? Well, when you go file for your benefits, what is it that they ask you for? They ask you for your taxes, right? How much are you making if you're doing it the right way? You're making a minimum wage. So you mean to tell me you won't get them same kind of doctors and clinics? Your copay is going to be cheaper. Why? Because you make minimum wage. Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong. And if I'm making sense to you guys, give me a thumbs up. Don't touch that finger thing. No. On the comments, just give me a thumbs up. I never ask for thumbs up or subscribe or none of that stuff. I'm just here to help you guys. I don't do this for entertainment. I do it to help people. Somebody helped me, so I'm trying to give it back to you guys. So this is why the poor pay more taxes than the rich. This is why the rich don't pay taxes. They don't play with their own money. They finance everything that they buy. They don't have to pay taxes on what they borrow. But when they borrow this chunk, they make sure they invest this money somewhere. I've done it and it works. It works. I've bought trucks. I have no trucks under my name. All these trucks are owned by the banks. All these trailers are owned by the banks. Because I don't play with my money. I play with somebody else's money. But when I do borrow, I borrow and I invest it in something. It's got to pay itself back. Plus, it's got to give me interest. Even if it's $100 a month, it's something for me. But as long as it's paying itself off by itself, why not? Why isn't that a good investment? If later down the line I decide to sell a truck, I decide to sell a trailer, There's equity in this equipment. I've already made my money, but now I'm going to sell the equipment and get some more interest out of it. It's a good investment. It's a good way to sell. So this is how people get away from uh, uh, not paying taxes, because they don't pay themselves thousands and thousands of dollars. They pay themselves a minimum wage. The investment is in the company. So because $3,000 is sitting in the company, and I only get $600 out of that $3,000, that means I can't touch that money? Sure, I can. Why not? I have access to that money. Why not? When it comes to taxes, you have a whole bunch of write offs. So somebody tell me that I'm wrong. This is why people, I don't know if people are scared or they don't know about this, or what it is. But if I knew what I knew now, man, I'd be a millionaire. It would be fun times for me if I knew what I know now, back when I started, because I'm borrowing money from everybody and their mothers that's willing to lend me money, you know, and I'm buying, stuff. I'm investing money, you know. Uh 75,000 uh I borrowed from the bank, and I put it on what was it? A mutual fund. Uh I want to say Liberty, something like that. But it's not my money. It's their money. And right now it's growing. The money's growing, but who says that's illegal? And the money's getting paid on a monthly basis. I'm not in no rush to pay it. Why would I be in a rush to pay it? It's not my money. It's their money. So a lot of people are saying, uh, times are tough. Yeah, they are. They are. Prices are high. And me being the sarcastic person that I am, the asshole, if you want to put it that way. When people tell me, gas is high, my response is, then you shouldn't be spending gas. You should be putting gas in your car. If gas is too high, if food is too high, it's too expensive, shouldn't be eating. Hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. It's the truth, people. If stuff is too high for you, it's time to get out of that bubble, that circle, whatever it is that you're in, working for a company. It's time to work for yourself. Work for yourself and try this strategy out. Invest in an LLC, in a corporation, a small corporation. Small corporations are the real beneficial when it comes to taxes. Corporations. LLCs are not so much, but you can always file as a corporation with an LLC. But a corporation, it's real good with taxes. It's real beneficial. Come up with one. Pay yourself a minimum wage, whether you're a trucker, you know, like Big Paul. Big Paul, thanks for being in the neighborhood. It's been a long time. Appreciate you. If you're to, investing in low riders, whatever it is, doing a corporation, LLC, you know, and pay yourself a minimum wage. Go get your own benefits. Get them for cheaper. Co-payments, cheaper. You want to get benefits for your family? You can get them for your family. You're getting paid a minimum wage, fellas. So what's the deal? What's the problem? Why do I want to claim $3,000 every week that I'm making? It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Some people might call that a loophole, but it's not a loophole. It's It's legal. It is legal. I can pay myself whatever I want to pay myself as long as it's not under minimum wage. Why can't you do it? I can borrow money. As long as they're willing to lend me the money, I can borrow as much money as I want to. As long as that money is being paid back on a monthly basis. Why can't you do it? You don't have to pay taxes. You're not going to claim that borrow money as income because you can't. Because it's borrow money. It's not considered income. So why can't you do it? So again, the question is, if you were to do stuff like this, would gas be too much? Groceries be too much for you? Of course not, right? Because you have money invested. You have money. The prices are only high for the people that work for companies that are on a salary base, that do not think outside the bubble, outside the square, whatever it is that you're in, a square, a bubble. But if you were to think outside of this, none of this would affect you. None of this. None of this. Yes, us as truck drivers right now, we are losing our minds. Freight is lost somewhere, right? Nobody can catch it. Rates are super low. Brokers are, socking us in the gut. They don't want to give us good rates right now. But that doesn't mean the world is ended. Your career has ended. What that means is that you have to come up with a strategy now to make more money. Find a way, find a side hustle to make more money. All right. I was talking to my drivers, was it last week? I was talking to an owner operator and a company driver. And the company driver said, "Hey, Victor, can I pick up pallets?" I go, "Look, I know a couple of spots where you can go pick up pallets and you can go to Slover and Cherry and sell them pallets. You make yourself, 280, $300. I go, I don't want no money. Why? Because it's not far. They're not going to spend that much diesel. You can use my equipment. You can take my tractor. You can take my trailer to go make money." Now you would have thought somebody that came up with that idea would be like, "Oh, heck yeah." But when I mentioned you can only do it on the weekends, not Monday through Friday, because Monday through Friday you have to work for me. You would have thought that person would have said, "Oh, heck yeah." That owner operator would have said, "Oh, heck yeah, let's do this. That's extra money for me." Nope. But yet, gas is too expensive. Food is too high. Am I correct? So you're in a bubble. You're in a square, right? How are you going to get out of there? How are you going to make more money? So this is the conversation I have with this older dude. He's like in his 60s. And again, we were talking about politics, and that subject came up. Well, Donald Trump wants to make the poor pay more and the rich pay less. Something to that effect. I don't remember the conversation quote by quote. And this is what I came back to him with. People are just too scared to go on their own. They're too scared to go get their own benefits. We have this thing called the web. You can find anything you want. Why not put it to use? And I'm telling you from my personal experience, I have all the benefits. I don't use them. I never go to the doctor. My wife is my doctor, but I have them. Uh, I pay into their system, but at a minimum wage. My taxes are nothing. Of course, I don't get no taxes back either, because I don't want no taxes back. $600 a week that I claim. Why not? So I don't claim no taxes. I mean, I don't get no taxes back. Some of you guys might want taxes back, but think about it. The business account has thousands of dollars at your disposal. Why would you want the IRS to come knocking on your door? Because you're being greedy, because you want money back. It's not worth it, people. It is not worth it. So yeah, there you go. Go make a LLC, a corporation, pay yourself minimum wage. You can do it on a weekly basis, bi-weekly, monthly basis. Doesn't matter. Go borrow some money. Go borrow some money from the bank. Uh, you know, if you own your house, go buy another house with that money that you borrowed, and put a renter in there. 50,000. They're not going to ask you for the whole 50,000, so you're going to have some money extra. You know, put whatever it is that they need you to put down. Buy you another house, rent it out. Even if you see, $100 for yourself, and the rest of the money's paying off the house, why not? In a year or two, refinance that house, take all the equity out. Boom! You just fell in a bundle of money. As long as you pay your debt, why not? Go get you some trailers with that 50,000. Go get you some trailers, rent them out once a month. Again, even if you get $100 off that trailer once a month, the money is working for you. You are doing nothing for that money. And then guess what? This inflation crap that's going around, you won't be bothered by it. You'll pump gas on your car. You'll have the funds for it. You'll be able to provide for your family. You'll have the funds for it. But guess what? It won't be your money. It'll be somebody else's money. It's a good investment. It's good debt. So if you are paying way outrageous taxes, I don't know what to tell you after this. I really don't. I really don't know what to tell you. Your company can pay their taxes quarterly or yearly. However you want to fix that up. I do it yearly. But as an individual, I do it monthly. So you guys tell me, how is it that you guys cannot afford the gas? Why is it that you can't afford groceries? You can't afford it because you can't get out of that bubble. You can't get out of that square. Whatever it is that you're in, that mentality, you have to cut loose from it. If you are a company driver, maybe it's time to get out of the company thing. Maybe it's time to tell the company, you know what? I'm going to make my own corporation, my own LLC. Why don't you guys pay me my full amount? Don't pay my benefits. Don't pay none of that. Pay my full amount into this account. I'll buy my own stuff. I'll get my own benefits. I'll do my own investing. Why not? Just a little food for your thoughts, fellas. Think about it. All right, let's see who's in the neighborhood. Let's see who's in the neighborhood. We got Max Force, Port King, Art Gonzalez, Trap Wooden Bikes. Big Paul, what's going on, Big Paul? J2 Trucker, what's going on, J2 Trucker? Quinones, what's up with your camera? Cholo the Trucker, what's going on, homies? Richie Rich, Quinones, okay. Let's see, Mariano's Transport, Jonathan Holloway, Mariano's Transport. Ask the counter how much you can pay you. Poor King, do you pay yourself the W-2? Yes, I pay myself the W-2, Poor King. That's what I pay myself. At W-2, I only pay myself minimum wage, $600, $600 a week. But I have them deducted. I have QuickBooks deducted once a month, which is $2,400. Off the $2,400, taxes are being deducted and sent off to, whoever's pockets. But yeah, and that's what I do once a month. Big Paul, J2 Trucker, okay. I apologize, bro. I cannot pronounce your name. Is now a right time to buy a truck, sir? My respects. Any time is a good time to buy a truck. There's other people that say, right now is not the time to buy a truck. They're too expensive, this and that. I'm all good with that. But this is the main thing. If you're gonna get into the trucking, you need to know the business. If you don't know the business, don't buy a truck. Okay. Do you know where you're going to get your loads from? Do you have a broker? Do you have a company? Do you have somebody that you can call when you have no freight to get advice? Stuff like that. That's what I mean by knowing the business. If you have all of that, go buy a truck. Go buy a truck. Good luck with that. Let me see where I leave off. A medical savings account. Anything will work, Max Force. As long as you do it yourself and not let a company do it for you, anything will work. Big Paul. Medical saving account is a good 401k. It's good. 401k is good too, but it has a limit. Big Paul, 401k is the worst investment that you can do. The worst. I'm telling you, bro. It is the worst. Look at any other investment and you will see the 401k is the worst. Even if they tap you dollar for dollar, it is the worst. It is the worst, bro. Do your homework, bro. Believe me. But if you reinvest your earnings, it's better before the end of the year. Try to make a big purchase. There you go, Big Paul. There you go, bro. There you go. See, Big Paul is out of that thought, that circle, that square. It's we have to get out of that. We have to get out of that. We have to stop, how should I say it, complaining and just find a solution to this problem, because it's not really a problem. All it is an experience, something that you have to look into and say, okay, I'm in this square, so I need to get out of this square. I need to stop thinking the way I'm thinking. Waking up every day to work for this company, doing this X amount of money, but it's not enough to support whatever it is that I'm doing. So now it's time to do something different to make more money so I can provide for whatever it is that I'm doing. That's it. That's all. Max Force. If you are paying your own medical bills, HSA is the way to go. Max Force. Max Force just got it down pat. JS, if you pay yourself minimum wage, how do you pay for your personal stuff? like mortgage, car notes, etc. Again, JS, again, what matters is what you put on paper. That's all that matters, bro. It's not about what you're actually doing, it's what you put on paper. Do you get me? So QuickBooks is only going to take out 600 bucks out of that account. That's what they are going to put on paper and send to the IRS and say JS is making 600 bucks a week. That money is still sitting in that corporation account, that LLC. Why can't you use that money? You have a company. You have a company. You're paying your mortgage. You have a company, don't you? Can you claim that your mortgage is part of your company? Why not? Don't you do your paperwork when you get home? You can send out bills from when you get home. So guess what? Your mortgage is part of an office. It's your company. Your car. You are using that car to get to your truck, right? Part of the company. I hope that makes sense to you, JS. Sharina Wilson. Hi, Vic. You are a true gen, so glad YouTube suggested your channel months ago. Thank you for sharing all the valuable information, which is helpful no matter what industry. Thank you. Appreciate it, Sharina Wilson. God bless. JS, you borrow your wages is Max Force. There's Max Force. He's got it. Max Force got it. Big Paul. Look at this, JS. Everybody's replying to you. Big Paul says, JS, you must learn to live as you were broke. Good stuff, Big Paul. Good stuff. Jack 713. Brokers is getting back for the last year. No, I think the brokers do this every freaking year, Jack. Jack 713. Uh Big Paul, big. My truck's been parked for 6 months and I went to work for a company. What? Oh my God, Big Paul. Not good, bro. Not good. I hope you get back on your feet pretty soon, bro. I hope you keep on trucking in your stuff, bro, not somebody else's. Max Force, you borrow what you are worth and the company pays it back. There you go. Perfect. Big money, the shy one. What's up, Big? Good info, like always. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. JS. Okay. Max Force, just like a credit. Okay. Oscar. I thought that we had to pay ourselves at what other companies pay their drivers. No, Oscar. No, no. That's that's being in the box, bro. That's being in the circle. However it is that you want to title yourself. You're just following the crowd. No, bro. No. You are the boss. That company, that company's your company. You are just part of that company. But you own this company. So guess what? You can do whatever it is you wish to do to this company. All right. So if you want to pay yourself 600 bucks, you want to pay yourself 3,000 bucks a week, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. What matters is what's on paper. But my thing is just put it on paper, guys. Just put it on paper. That's it. IRS is not going to say anything. As long as you're paying yourself with the W-2 and you're paying into their, I just call it a corrupt system. You pay into that system, they are not going to bother you one bit, because who's to tell me that I should pay myself more? And that's my company. Who's to tell me that? The IRS? Why? The IRS ever come knocking on my door and say, "Hey, why are you paying yourself $600 when you're working more hours?" Do you sit right next to me to tell me how many hours I work? How can you prove that I work more than 7 hours a day? They can't prove it. It's on paper. See what I mean? So you are the boss of that company. You pay yourself whatever it is that you want to pay yourself. Don't follow the crowd, Oscar. That's why, I appreciate uh, my partner from Accurate, because he's guided me through a lot of stuff, a lot of mistakes that I've done. He's caught them and he's corrected me on them. Uh, like for instance, this, he said, you know what, you need a righteous tax person. You can't just go to any mom and pop shop to do your taxes. You need to go talk to somebody so they can help you and teach you how to do your taxes. And I did. So uh, I wasn't only following his footsteps. I do listen. Believe me. If you have something good to say and it makes sense to me, and you are more successful than I am, I'm gonna run with it. I am gonna, whatever it is that you're trying to tell me to go seek for, I'm gonna go seek it. Because it works for me. If I only own one house, and say for instance Max Force owns 5 houses, I only know how to own one house. Max Force knows how to own 5 houses. Big Paul knows how to own 10 houses. Uh, uh, let's say Jack 713 owns one house just like me. I'm gonna listen to Max Force and Big Paul. Me and Jack are just chopping it up because we only own one house, but that's all we know, just one house. But they know how to manage 5 houses and 10 houses. You see what I mean? I'm not a Mr. Know It All, believe me. I am not a Mr. Know It All. I'm like a sponge when it comes to stuff like this. I want to grow. I don't want to be like everyone else that has something to say about inflation, has something to say about groceries, gas, and all this stuff. Yeah, it is high. It is high. It's way high, compared to the norm. Yes, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to find a way to afford it. That's just it. I'm going to find a solution. And if I have to talk to Max Force and Big Paul about this, that's who I'm going to run to. That's why I'm doing this video, for the people that think, okay, politicians are for uh, rich, and they're not for the poor. They are doing uh, laws to keep the poor poor and the rich rich. That's fine. So why don't you get on the ball and start using the same rules and regulations that the rich use? If you want to call it loopholes, like my buddy did, Rudy, you want to call them loopholes? Call them loopholes. Why can't you use them same loopholes? They are legal. Get your corporation, get your LLC, get your own benefits. Stop having this company pay you on a salary basis where you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to have that same salary every freaking week. And right now, with the way things are, it barely gets you by. Why is it barely getting you by? Because you don't want to come out of that circle, that square. Let's see. So yeah, Oscar, don't follow the crowd, bro. Just think about that. You are the boss. You can pay yourself whatever it is that you want to pay yourself. JC Transporting. Hey Vic, do you know any rail companies that are hiring owner ops in the Fontana area? Don't know. Uh, Rail companies. I don't know. I think after the AB5, I think in January. Uh, no. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Yeah, they're all hiring. What is it? Rail deliveries hiring. They're turning their leased on owner operators. They're looking for just owner ops. Rail deliveries hiring. Redbird is hiring. Um, I think Universal's hiring. But I know Rail Delivery and Redbird, they're asking their guys, the ones that are leased on, to go ahead and get their own authorities. So yeah, JC Transporting, uh, Redbird and Rail Delivery, bro. Good luck with that. Eddie Frosto, what's up? What's up? Max Force, JS. You just heard Vic say, okay. Butthead, what up with the diesel shortage, Vic? I think that's just a joke, bro. And you really think there's gonna be a diesel shortage? There ain't gonna be no diesel shortage. They're just, I don't know why they're saying that, but there ain't gonna be no diesel shortage. Inflation will really kick in because what's gonna move this freight? Ain't nothing gonna move this freight. So yeah, don't believe that hype, bro. That's crazy. That is just crazy. They don't have enough, you know, electric trucks to move this freight. So it's a bunch of BS, man. Don't worry about that. All right, Oscar. All right, I get it now. Appreciate this information. I just opened my S corp, and it's really helping. Thank you, Vic. No, that's good, bro. S corp it's a good it's a good corporation. It's a good account. Believe me, you'll have great tax write-offs, and you get to separate yourself, your social security, from your company completely. Completely, which is great. Oscar, when you get a chance, bro, let me give you a little advice since you just opened this account. I don't know how long you've had it open. Let me give you an advice, bro. Go get a credit card under that escort and start working that credit card, bro. uh, no matter if they give you $1,000 a week, I mean a month, start working that credit card, bro. Give that S corp some history, okay? Use that credit card through the whole week. Max it out. Max it out. Before your pay period comes in, pay the whole thing off. Do that for 4 months, and you'll see. Oh, you'll see that they'll give you a credit bump, and keep doing it. Keep doing it for at least a year and a half. Before you know it, you'll have a credit line of 150, 200, $200,000 on that credit card. But work that credit card, bro. If you can get two credit cards off that same account, get them, bro. Get them. Believe me. Pay all your bills with that credit card. Anything that you can pay with that credit card, pay it. Right before that billing cycle kicks in, 3, 4 days before it kicks in, pay the whole thing off, and just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Once you get to that credit line of 200, 250, you're a golden child, man. You can buy anything you want. So good luck with that, Oscar. Uh Planet, diesel shortage is the same as death shortage. Many kids were talking about months ago. Nah, it's not going nowhere. Oscar, I was leased with Universal. They're going to convert to company drivers. They already started the transition. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I feel bad for the older guys. There's a couple of guys, Oscar, that park where I park, that drive for Universal, and they're all older guys, and some of them ooh, some of them don't know anything but to be leased on to companies. And there's other guys that are there as well that work for these other companies, Rail Delivery, Redbird, and all that, and they're just quitting altogether. They're just selling their trucks and they're quitting, getting into other industries. One dude even told me, I'm gonna go work at the warehouse and I'm gonna help the brothers when they drive up, offload them and load them fast. He was giving me this big old story. I know how it feels. I've been there where these warehouse guys, they take 2, 3 hours to offload us. I'm gonna be that guy that offloads you quick and loads you quick. So it's sad, man. It is sad, man. I have older acquaintances that I just feel for them, because they just want to give up on it. It's a good industry. It's a good industry. It's just we got some bad people on the top that can't see past the money. Jennifer, big. Do you expect a big boom once rail work picks up in March or April? No, no, not really. Uh, Here in California, we don't depend on the rail. Uh, I think our freight mostly comes from the ports. Rail. The only thing bad about the rail, rail has a downtime that I don't know what is it, like 6 months, 7 months. It's just, I mean, slow. Where the port is just a couple months, and it's not slow because I've done rail. I did rail for either 5 or 7 years. I'm not too exact how much time we did doing rail work, but I've done rail and I've done port, and I've seen the difference between rail work and port. I've seen the downtime with the rail and I've seen the downtime with the port, and there's no comparisons. Port compared to the rail doesn't have a downtime. Port is more consistent. You know, yeah, the lines are bigger and stuff like that, but it's consistent. There's work every day at the ports. Right now, there's not. There's not. Depending on who you go with. If you are just working for that one company, you're gonna be as slow as that company is. But if you're hooked up with 3 or 4 companies, there's no way that you're gonna be slow. You know, because one of them companies it's gonna have work. So yeah, I don't think rail has anything to do with our industry here in California. I think the port has more say so. It has more stuff for us than the rail. The rail is just I don't like the rail unless you're an older guy with no bills. The rail would be good for you. I believe rail work is for old people. Don't take it wrong. Don't take it wrong, but yeah, I don't think rails to make money. Rail is just to sustain a little lifestyle. But as far as trying to have some money to invest or stuff like that, rail Rail doesn't pay good. Rail is the cheapest industry in the transportation department that you can get into. Poor King, hey Vic, since I have an S Corp, can I buy tires for my personal truck that I used to? Yes, yes, of course. You can pay your phone bill, you can pay your rent, uh, you can buy your groceries, you can do all that, Poor King. All of that, bro. All that is together with the business. You went to the groceries, you convert that bill to half and half, personal and business. You have to eat at work, right? There it is. There it is. And another tip I like to give everybody when you go do your taxes, and I'll put in a question form first. Do you pay storage fees? You know, if storage is out in the public, do you guys pay storage fees? Anybody, just drop a comment and say yes or no. Anybody, doesn't matter. Could be Max Force, Big Paul, Poor King, Jennifer, anybody. Do you pay storage fees? Come on, there's 36 of you guys. Drop a comment. Tell me yes or no. Do you pay storage fees? Oscar says no. Okay, let me ask you another question. Do you have tools in your truck? You know that cubby hole? That cubby hole? That bunk, when you open up the bunk, that bottom part where you have your tools? If you have a date cap, do you store your tools somewhere? Well, guess what? That cubby hole right there, you can claim that as a storage fee. Ask your tax person. I hope you're not going to H&R Block to do your taxes. I hope they know how to do taxes for truck drivers, whoever you're going with. But ask your tax person. That is a write-off. That is considered a storage fee. You can claim $115 for that cubby hole right there. If you have a date cap wherever you have your tools, that is considered a storage fee. Is it a loophole? No, it's not a loophole. It's legal. Ask your storage people. That is considered a storage for you, for work. It's a write-off. Just thought I'd give you another one. Sharina Wilson said yes. The only one that knew about it. Oscar, yes, I have tools. Okay, there you go. Wherever you store them tools in your truck, that's considered storage. You pay for that storage. You pay for that truck, don't you? That's another write-off right there. Cosme said, yes. Who's your tax person? My tax person is far. It's far. It's not in the area. She is far, but she's worth me traveling to her. But again, find a person that knows how to do taxes for truckers, okay? Because that's the only way you're going to reap the benefits. You think by paying taxes, you're doing the right thing? That's fine and dandy. But that's how the people that are in this circle, that's the way they think. But the people that don't think that this gas, that are not bothered by these high prices, are the ones that are thinking out of this box, out of this circle. Because they have other incomes coming in, Again, they borrow money. They've invested that money. I'm not talking about the market, Investing in the market is good as well. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they've invested in other homes, stuff that's going to give them money on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. They've invested that money in that. So then gas prices, they can afford it, you know? So we all need to start thinking like this, people. All of us need to start thinking like this. Get out of the box. Get into some good debt. Good debt. I think we should have titled this video Good Debt. Getting into some good debt instead of let's talk money. Because I think that's what I would like everybody to do. Get into some good debt. Debt that's gonna pay you every day, every week, every month. Instead of driving around in a BMW looking good. That's not good debt, people. That is not good debt. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. If you could afford it and it's not giving you interest, don't buy it. Buy something that's going to give you money and you have to do nothing about it. The money's coming in and it's paying itself off, plus it's giving you some. That's good debt. Go borrow some money, go finance some money, whatever it is that you have to do. Just go do it, man. Go do it. And you'll see. You'll be less stressed and you'll have way more time with your family and you'll be able to afford a whole bunch of stuff, you know? So think about that. Think about that. One RC LLC lot lizards, another wife off. JS, what type of questions do you ask them to make sure they are the right tax persons? That's what I do, JS. You know, do you do taxes for truckers? Or do you go based off a list that you get on the internet? That's pretty much it, you know. They'll come up with, you know, the basics, you know, your fuse a write off, you know, the payment on the truck, uh, you know, just the basics, you know. But do they know about the depreciation of your truck? That's a write off. The the percentage that you're paying, that's a write off, you know, because you did finance that truck, right? But you have to pay back an interest rate, right? Well, that interest rate, that's a write off for you. So you gotta, you know, ask stuff like that. You know, if they don't know about it, you don't want to deal with them. You know, best thing to do, JS, is word of mouth. You know, find another trucker that's doing taxes and ask him, you know, or her, who you doing taxes with. You know, is he a good tax person? Does he do taxes for truckers? You know, I mean, it's obvious he's going to be another trucker too, but ask the question anyways, bro. But word of mouth is the best way to get somebody to do your taxes, you know, because 9 out of 10 times that person's been doing taxes with that person for a while, you know, so they know how to do taxes for truckers. But good luck with that, bro. Max Force, ask the lot lizard for a receipt. Oh my God, lot lizard. Oh, Max Force. That is crazy. Tulo, where the loads at? Tulo, damn, I'm about to file for bankruptcy. Tulo, the loads are out there, man. The loads are out there, man. It's just, you know, you have to look for them. You can't just stay with one broker, one company. You have to look for them, you know. Um, you know, this app is, I mean, this app is one of the best apps I've ever downloaded. I swear to you. It's a bunch of glare. It's called Truck Smarter. One of the best apps. I mean, I'm on my load boards on the computer and I'm looking at that app as well, Truck Smarter. And I'm looking for loads, and I'm looking on my phone, and I'm scrolling up and I'm scrolling down, and I'm making calls, I'm sending out emails. The loads are out there, Dulo. They're out there. Oh, excuse me. The only thing that right now in these times, you have to negotiate more and you have to look for them. You have to spend more time looking for these loads. But, if you only have one or two brokers, one or two companies that you can go to, it's gonna be rough, bro. But they're out there, bro. They're out there. My guys, they are getting two loads every day, and you and I are in the same market. Everybody right now in this channel that are truck drivers, that are owner ops, are in the same market. So why is it that I'm getting two loads and you're not? Why are you about to go file bankruptcy and I'm not? Not because I'm lucky, not because I have connections. No, because I'm looking on the boards. I am spending time on the boards. I am on the phone. I'm sending out emails. That's why, you know. But are the loads there? Yeah, they're there. It's just you have to look for them. It's a little harder right now, but if you put the time in, you'll keep your wheels moving. Believe me. I know DAT is, everybody's bored. And if DAT doesn't have it, nobody has it. That's a lie. That is a lie. I don't know if you guys noticed, but um, like all last week, DAT hasn't had much. And if you look at the lows that DAT has had, as far as local work here in California, in Southern California, it's just been all these free load boards. There might have been two or three brokers that put their loads up on a DAT load board, but the rest of the loads were all free load boards. XPO, Landstar, Knight and Swift, Schneider, um, who else? Ryan Transportation. They all have free load boards, every single one. So, I mean, I should practice what I preach, but why should we pay for DAT load boards when these brokers have their own load boards and they're free? So, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been looking at all my free load boards and DAT and that Truck Smarter app on your phone. Dulo, do you have that app, Truck Smarter, bro? If you don't, here, let me write it down. Truck Smarter. All right, no, what the hell did I do? And then I'm gonna give you my code so you can use my code to log in, bro. You're gonna need a code. Check out that app. Who was it? Who was it? Dulo. Check out that app, bro. Truck Smarter. It's I like that app. I like that app a lot. Uh, I've booked a few loads because that app, showed me that that load was available. Real good app, man. Go check that out, Dulo. You might not file bankruptcy. Good luck with that, bro. Nice guy 777. Money's bad thinking about renting out my day cab on Coop by Ryder. What do you think? It's not a bad idea, Mr. Nice Guy. It's not a bad idea. If you are having it that bad, it's not a bad idea. I know a couple people that have done it with Coop, and I think they're getting like $3,000 a month, it's not a bad idea. Me, I don't know. I don't want somebody to put wear and tear on my truck and, you know, maybe tear it up. I don't know. But it is a good idea. It is a good idea. Oscar, I'm currently power only. Do you think I should buy myself a trailer? To have a trailer, it is a good thing, Oscar. It is a good thing. Is it really necessary? It's not really necessary, but it is a good thing. Believe me. The main thing is to have somewhere to park that trailer, even if you don't have a trailer. It's always a good thing to have parking for your trailer, because if you're only power only, eventually you're gonna have to take a trailer home, and if you don't have no parking for it, bro, that's gonna be pretty bad. So I always think ahead. That way you won't get caught in the crossfire. So say for instance the broker or whoever tells you, you know what, go ahead and keep that trailer for tomorrow. We don't have no space over here or what have you. Or you tell them I don't have no space. You go drop it off at their yard, and the next day that trailer's gone. Guess what? You're out of work. You ain't got no hollies. So try to stay a step ahead of it and get you somewhere that you can park your trailer. That is my best advice for you, bro. Got a lot of owner operators that will say, "Hey, Victor, can I use one of your trailers?" Yeah, sure. Hey, Victor, can I work with you tomorrow? Do you have anything? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and keep that trailer. Bro, I got nowhere to park it. I only have tractor parking. All right. And he's way down there in LA. All right. Bring my trailer all the way back to Ontario. You can pick it up tomorrow. You better cross your fingers it's there. So yeah, get ahead of the game, Oscar, and have a trailer parking as well, bro. Big J West live, putting in the work. That's right. Dulo, yes, I have the app. Good stuff. I use your ref. Oh, good stuff, Dulo. Appreciate it. Christopher, Asians screwing me over, getting 6 loads a week, and they giving me all the loads to the company drivers. Well, maybe you need to stop working for the Asians, Christopher. You got to do low. Any problem I have with the current market isn't paying enough. Fuel is high. Parts are on back order, and mechanics raising their labor here in Chicago. We're paying like 125 an hour. 125 an hour, man, Dulo. That's nothing, bro. We're paying over here 175, I think. 175, 180, bro. Not trying to top you, bro, but yeah. No, I get you, bro. I get you. I understand what you're saying. Believe me. JS, is it a good idea to have both husband and wife under the escort, or should it be under only one person? That doesn't matter, bro. That does not matter. You can have them both. Doesn't matter. Just file your taxes, bro. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to get a knock on your door. Just file W-2s, bro. That's it, man. That's it. Um, so again, you know, uh, the poor pay more taxes and the rich not paying taxes. However you want to see it, that is one of the ways that the rich get away from paying taxes. Uh, and I say like getting away because that's the way a lot of people see it. Like they're committing some kind of crime because they're not paying taxes. It's not a crime to pay yourself whatever it is that you want to pay yourself. All right. So get your LLC, get your corporation, have all your checks go into that, pay yourself a minimum wage, and you will see you don't have to pay taxes. Go borrow some money from the bank. Invest that money in something that's going to give you money every day, every week, every month. Finance whatever you need to finance, whether it's truck, trailer, house, whatever it is. Finance it. Don't use your money. Your money should be your money. Company's money should be somebody else's money, not your money. Finance that money somehow, some way. All right. Well, fellas, ladies, thank you all for being in the neighborhood. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for your questions, your comments. Appreciate all you guys. I hope this video is informal. Please stop thinking inside the box, circle, whatever it is, whatever mentality you're into. Get out of that. Think a little bigger. All right. With that, if you're out there driving, drive safe, be safe. And we'll see you guys in our next video.